So I got a new knife a few weeks ago that I really like. It's from Exceed Designs, and it's really great because, well, first of all, it's made out of titanium, which I really like. It makes it a little lighter than if it was made out of steel. I'm just kind of a sucker for titanium stuff. But one of the things that I really like about this is that it kind of feels like a pocket knife and like a box cutter in one. The way that it opens is, it kind of reminds me of, previously I used to carry this Kershaw Leek knife, which has a great opening. It snaps open really with an assist really well. The blade's nice. It's pretty light, sleek. It's pretty good for keeping in your pocket. I ended up upgrading to a titanium Leek at one point, which is even better because it's even lighter, and the blade, it's a ZDP 189, which is kind of nice. The only thing is, this is a much harder to find and much more expensive knife. So then I started finding myself not wanting to use it sometimes because I didn't want to ruin it. So that's kind of the double-edged sword of getting a nicer one. And then another thing I can compare this to are a lot of these Milwaukee knives that I use for various things. I think I got these two in a set together. And yeah, this one's a little stiff. So this is a box cutter, standard, not too bad. This one is about the same, except it also has a screwdriver, which is nice. So want a little extra tool, you can use this one. And then this is the oldest one I have. It's actually still made out of metal because these are made out of plastic. And yeah, I still have it around. I don't use this one too much anymore. The way I grip, sometimes I press on the button and the blade comes out. So it was nicer that in the later ones they kind of made it more difficult to accidentally make the blade come out. They actually put it on the other side instead of on this side, so your thumb doesn't rest on it if you kind of choke up on the close to the blade. Yeah. So the cool thing about these knives is, these blades are interchangeable. So if I screw them up, I just, use them like whatever, and it doesn't matter if, the blade gets messed up, because I can just, pull it out, put a new blade in, and it's super sharp. But these are kind of bulky for like everyday carry. These are really sleek, but I tend to want to be a little more careful, especially with the titanium one. This one's pretty cheap and easily replaceable if I ever did real damage to it. So the other issue that comes with a regular pocket knife is traveling. So sometimes I travel places and, you're going on any airplane, you can't bring a blade. So this has to go in a checked bag. If you're not going to check a bag, then, you can't bring it. But with this, I can just take the blade out and I can bring the knife with me, and I could put the blade in my checked bag, or I could buy a blade where I'm going, and then I have the knife that I always have with me even when I'm traveling, which is nice. Yeah. Another consideration, besides that, is weight also. So like, if I bring out this scale, you can see that, let's see, this one is 102.7 grams. We have 139 grams. Oops, there we go. 133 grams. And then the Kershaw Leek, we got 85 grams. And then the titanium Kershaw Leek, we have 58 grams. This is pretty light. And then with this one, we have 67 grams. So this one is slightly heavier than the titanium Leek, but I don't have to baby this one so much, so I definitely prefer this. And then also because of the travel ability to take it with me and change blades so easily. It's just made really well. Yeah, I'll put a link in the description. The only downside is probably the turnaround time from ordering. It took me, I think it was at least a couple months before I got it, because I think they're back ordered a little bit, but it's definitely worth the wait. I'm probably gonna give these as like gifts to some of like I think my brother would probably like one of these. They're reasonably priced. This is, I think this was 85. No, this is $80, I think. Somewhere around like $80 or $85, which I think is pretty reasonable for a quality titanium bodied knife. Yeah, and it's machined here in the US, I believe. Correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. I think it's in Washington. I think the guy that makes these is in Washington, Washington State. Yeah, another thing is it has a nice, it's not completely deep carry, but almost. Actually, this piece right here, it comes with another piece that removes this loop, so it's flat in the back, and then technically this would be, the carry would not show at all. I liked having the loop here, so I have it on here because you know, it's kind of handy. There's also a pry tool. You can I might actually swap this out for the pry tool. It came in the package, I just haven't switched it yet. So you can remove this out and then put another piece that's like a you know, a little pry tool. So that's cool. But yeah, I recommend it. If you don't mind using you know, standard box cutter blades for your EDC, I feel like this is definitely one that's worth trying. Yeah. And if you have any other questions, just leave me a comment, and I'll try to answer it as best I can. If you like what you see, subscribe for more. Like and subscribe, I guess. Yeah, I'm still new at this, so still figuring out exactly how to sign on and sign off of these videos. Yeah, and hopefully moving forward, I'll have a little bit better setup with my camera, so it won't be kind of janky as it is right now. So, yeah. All right. Thanks a lot. Have a good one.